last previous classes we discussed, we started the new lesson chapter diversity in living organisms. So the continuation we are going to see in this class also. So in the previous class we was discussed about how the organisms are classified depending to their characteristics or the structure, body structure. They classified in the, that may be the plants or animals, they classified in that. So many scientists they have classified, and we discussed about the differentiation, about the classification of plants and the animals, and 5 kingdoms we discussed. So that and all in the previous class we discussed. In this class we are going to discuss about only the plants, how the plants are classified, how it is classified as a, like some of the plants you can see in our surroundings. The plants, some of the plants have the like a small plants, it will be grow and it will be die in the small, in the certain ages, certain height only. Some of the plants you can see it will be very high, it will be grow, become the tree, then it will be die in that. Okay, so how it will be classified in that? What are the characteristics for that? What is the special differentiation in between the two plants? So that we are going to discuss about in this class. Plants are differentiated, do not have a differentiated plant body. That means some of the plants we can see, for example algae you can see, there is no differentiation in the body, plant bodies. That means there is no leaf, there is no stem, there is no root, nothing in them. Only like algae means, you know, in rainy seasons you can see on the walls, 2 to 3 days continuously the rain will be mixed. On the walls we can see some sponge, greenish sponge like okay, that is called what? Algae. And you can see most of the ponds upon the water bodies, there is a greenish. Okay, so that plants are called algae. So there is no differentiation in the plant's body. There is no leaf, there is no stem like that. So that is, do not have differentiated plant body. For example, Thallophyta. So Thallophyta is a plant family. Okay, so this Thallophyta group, which is the particular plant, means algae we can say. Algae. Okay, so like this the plants are classified. Another thing, have differentiated plants body. We can see most of the plants in our surroundings. We can see the plants means it's the stem, leaves, different more branches will be, roots will be, fruits, everything will be, no. So that is have differentiated plant body. What type of plant body will be? Without specialized vascular tissues. You know, you are very familiar before that about the vascular tissue. That means xylem and the phloem. Okay. So that xylem and the phloem will be, without the vascular tissues will be the plants, and then with the vascular tissues also will be there. So there are 2 different types of plants in this, in the plant kingdom. That is without special vascular tissues. The plant is there, but it don't have the xylem and the phloem tissues. Why the xylem and the phloem will be in the plant means it can able to conduct the water and the food from the one part of the body cell, plant body to the other part of the body. Okay, so like that without the specialized vascular tissues will be present, and then with vascular tissues also will be present. Here without vascular specialized vascular tissues, example Bryophyta, the name of the family, Bryophyta. Okay, so this is the examples we will see later. With vascular tissues, there is a do not produce seeds. In this vascular tissues, which are the plants have the vascular tissues, it's have the 2 different plants. How means one type of plant do not have means it do not produce the seeds. It cannot able to produce the seeds. For example, Pteridophyta. Okay, that example is Pteridophyta. Some of the plants can able to produce the seed, that is Phanerogram. Phanerogram. These are the plants families. So this Phanerogram again is divided into 2 types, that is bare, naked, eye. So we can see the seeds in the plant in our naked eye, that is gymnosperms. Gymnosperms. Next type is it can able to bear the seeds inside the fruits. Okay, most of the we can see in our surroundings. For example, mangoes there. That mango fruit inside the seed only we can see. We cannot able to see the outside in our naked eye. Okay, so that is. So there are 2 types of the seeds here. That is gymnosperm and the angiosperms. Gymnosperms, we can see the seeds through our naked eye. Okay, in the plant body only outside we can see that. But in the angiosperms, seeds will be present, but inside the fruit will be present in that. That is angiosperms. Okay, so all about this one by one we will be detailedly see in our textbook. Take out your textbook, page number 85. Take out the textbook, textbook page number 85. We will see one by one for this details now. Okay children, take out your textbook page number 85. 85, the topic is plant day. So plant day means only about the plants. So we discuss about in that, with the differentiation with the body cells or without the differentiations, the seeds will be present or not. So that like that, the plant day means fully we will be see about the plant. So how the first level of the classification among plants depends on whether the plant body as well differentiated. So how they will be classified means whether the plant body as well differentiated the body parts. That means whether it is have the leaf, it have the stem, it have the roots or fruits, like that we have to be differentiated there. Distinct components. What type of components it will be have? For example, the special tissues like the xylem and the phloem, whether it is there or not. So in the very first level, how they will be classified the plant means whether the plant body has been differentiated. That means the parts will be differentiated or distinct components will be present or special tissue will be present. So it is there means this is one type of plant family. If it is not there, that is another type of plant family. Like that they will be classified. Next, ability to bear seeds, whether the seeds are enclosed within fruits. Some of the plants it will be produce the seeds. We can see through our naked eye. But most of the plants it will be produce the seeds, but only it will be present inside the fruit. So there are the two types. We can classify the plant family here. Okay, that is differentiation whether the plant body as well differentiated, distinct component and the special tissues, or it can able to produce the seeds or without the seeds. So that is the plant classification. So in that first Thallophyta, in the previous we discussed about the Thallophyta, plants that do not have well differentiated body design fall in this group. So this type of plants don't have the well defined differentiated plants body. That means we cannot see the clear leaf, stem or roots, fruits, nothing in that. Okay. So I told you algae, no? That algae structure is like a greenish sponge like that. On the pond water we can see, upon the walls we can see. There is no differentiation in the leaf, stem and all, no? So that is called what? There is no differentiated in the Thallophyta family. Or the plants in this group are commonly called algae. So in this group Thallophyta group, there is no differentiation in the plants. Example, algae. Okay. This on the page. These plants are predominantly aquatic. That means most of the Thallophyta plants are aquatic plants. Aquatic means what? Watery plants. It can able to grow only in it can able to live only in water only. Okay, algae always it can able to grow only in the water bodies. Examples of Spirogyra, Ulothrix, and then Cladophora and Chara. So all the structures they have given, the diagrams they have given in your textbook. Ulothrix, Cladophora and Ulva, Spirogyra and then Chara. Example, all these plants is algae family, that is Thallophyta family. So in the textbook they have given the structure how it is there. For example, Ulva you see like just like a leaf. There is no differentiation in the stem or roots, nothing there. That is only the whole body structure. For example, Ulothrix you see there is no different leaves in that. Only the stem, one stick like that will be present in that. No, so there is no differentiation in that. Even the Chara also, there is like a leaf like that structure will be present. The whole body, the plant body is like that only. So there is no differentiation in the body, cell body structures, and then there is no defined differentiated body parts, that is the leaf, roots and the stem in that. So these type of plants all is coming under the Thallophyta. So Thallophyta, we will give the example for this algae. In the algae family we can say Ulothrix, Ulva, Spirogyra and Cladophora. All this are coming under the Thallophyta. Next is Bryophyta. Bryophyta means these are called the amphibians of the plant kingdom. What is meant by amphibians? Amphibians means it can able to produce the like a young ones. Okay, and it have the mammals. That means it can able to produce secrete the milk. So it has special organs for that. Like that, even in the plants also, it has some of the plants. So that is one of the common plant family is Bryophyta. These are called the amphibians of the plant kingdom. The plant body is commonly differentiated to form stem and the leaf-like structures. So in this plant family, there is a well-defined body structure. That may be the stem, we can see the leaf like a stem like this, leaf like a structure we can see that. However, there is no specialized tissues for the conduction of water and other substance from one part of the plant body to another. So here the special tissues I have written here, no, like that there is no special tissues like the xylem and the phloem is not there in the Bryophyta to conduct the water and the food items from the one part of the plant body to other part of the body plant. So this is the characteristics for the Bryophyta. Examples are moss, Funaria. Moss is the, even the moss plant can able to live in the water and the land also. Okay, that is the example for Bryophyta. And the example for the Bryophyta is another is Funaria. Funaria is another example for the Bryophyta. So like how the Thallophyta will be, no, for this opposite for the Bryophyta. Thallophyta is not well defined in that body structure, but opposite for this Bryophyta is it's a well defined body structure that may be stem or leaf or the leaf-like structure will be present in that. Example for that Funaria or moss we can say for this Bryophyta. Next is we are going to discuss about the Pteridophyta. In this group, the plant body is differentiated into root, stems and leaves and has specialized tissues for the conduction of the water and other substance from one part of the body, plant body to the another. So here in this Pteridophyta also well-defined body structures will be present. We can see clearly the roots, stem, leaves and other like a special tissues also it will be present itself. Some examples of Marsilea, ferns and the Horsetail. So all these examples structure in your textbook they have given. You can see that the Thallophyta, the Bryophyta and the Pteridophyta have naked embryos. Embryos means egg. Okay. So we can see in our naked eyes which one we can see the embryos, the egg we can see that are called spores. So some of the plants you can see the flower inside brownish spores will be present in them, no? So that is called what? Embryos. These reproductive organs of plants in all these three groups are very inconspicuous and they are therefore called the cryptogamy. So here these reproductive organs can able to see in our naked eye, no? So some of the plants don't have the reproductive parts, like it will be hidden inside in them. Okay. For example, any plants you can see, you know very well about, you are familiar, the flower is a reproductive part. Instead of flower, like this type of Pteridophyta family plants don't have the reproductive organs. So instead of reproductive organs, it have the spores. This spores we cannot see in our naked eye. Only we can see inside the what are the reproductive organs will be present, that will be inside the spores will be present. So that's what it is called hidden reproductive organs. Hidden means what? We cannot see them. It will be inside. It will be present actually, but we cannot be seen them. That is the differentiation. So comparing to the Bryophyta and the Thallophyta, Pteridophyta is different because reproductive organs cannot be seen, but only we can see inside the fruit, inside the flowers in that. Okay. So on the other hand, plants with well differentiated reproductive tissues that ultimately make seeds are called phanerogams. So some of the reproductive plants are the special tissues, it can able to produce the seeds. So that type of plants are called phanerogams. Seeds are the result of the reproductive process. So you know very well the seeds only it can able to produce the young ones. No, that is the reproductive process. They consisting of the embryo along with the stored food which serves for the initial growth of the embryo during germination. So how the seeds will be produced the young plants during the germinations. Okay, during the germination it will be get all the suitable condition. Then from the spotted seed the young plant, baby plant will be grow. Then it will be step by step it will be grow. Then the germination will be going on. It will be continued process. This group is further classified based on whether the seeds are naked or enclosed in the fruits. Some of the plants seeds we can see in our naked eye. Most of the plants fruits inside only will be present the seeds, giving us two groups. So like which are the plants can be able to give the seeds, we can be see in our naked eye, means that plants coming under the gymnosperms. Okay, so this type of gymnosperm family plants can be able to produce the seeds outer the plant. Okay, we can see the seeds. Next type is angiosperms. This type of plant fruits, seeds and all, it will be present inside the fruits. We cannot see in our naked eye. So that gymnosperms and angiosperms in the next class we will discuss now. Today in this class we discuss about only the classification of the plant. How the plants will be classified, whether it's have the well defined body parts or not, whether it can able to produce the seeds or not, whether it's have the special tissues or not, tissues are there to contact the water and the food in the plant. Okay, so that only we will discuss, and we discuss about the Thallophyta, Bryophyta and Pteridophyta. What are the characteristics of the plants and examples we discuss in that. Next class we are going to discuss about the gymnosperms and the angiosperms. Thank you children.